The system was never designed to hurt people like him. The system just wasn't built to hurt people like him.
NANI? Dynamite! Dynamite! I heard what you said about me a few days ago, yeah.
Dynamite! Dynamite! I'm excited to be back. Dynamite!
Oh, yeah!
We're in the building, you guys. Get excited. My name is Heero. This is the Identity Booth, and as always, I'm trying to identify with you as you identify with me. Sometimes that's easier said than done, but it's all about trying in these practical times that we live in. Thank you for all the support. This is a one-time reminder. You can like, share, subscribe to the channel. Anything you can do to engage with me helps the channel. So take this as the one-time reminder. But let's get into the story at hand. Kyle Rittenhouse, for all you guys that don't know, TLDR was basically a dude vindicated of crimes that he was accused of. He shot and killed 2 men and mangled a third, all in the name of self-defense, even though a lot of people believe he went there trying to incite violence. Is the equivalence of going into a bear's den and being shocked that a bear attacked you, and then you shoot the bear and expect to get off. If you're Kyle Rittenhouse, that's exactly what happens. But the question still remains, what about laws that are definitively factual? Like the fact that buying a weapon for a minor who then goes on to use those weapons to commit crimes, does that hold weight? Will you be punished accordingly for that? You know, is there equivalency here? Or will that privilege, that white privilege that Kyle Rittenhouse have extend to... Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Laugh it up. Clap it up. What you think is about to happen? What you think is about to happen? Yeah? What you think about that?
Would you like to answer a question right at this particular time? Would you like to do that?
Yes, I would. And the question I would like to ask is, do you think that justice will be served in any aspect as long as white supremacy has a firm grip on the justice system? The answer is no. All right, so let's get into it. Dominick Black, charged with buying Kyle Rittenhouse gun used in Kenosha shooting, takes plea deal. This is an article by the Associated Press. Is there a formal person I need to be acknowledging here? No? It doesn't look like it. Cool. The man who bought Kyle Rittenhouse an assault-style rifle, it's an assault rifle, shut the fuck up, when he was 17 has agreed to a plea deal, no contest to contributing to the delinquency of a minor, a non-criminal citation, and avoid conviction on the 2 felonies he's been facing. The Journal Sentinel reports Dominick Black, 20, was charged in November 2020 with 2 counts of delivering a dangerous weapon to a minor resulting in death. The 2 counts related to Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber, the protesters Rittenhouse fatally shot the night of August 25th, 2020 in Kenosha. Black was 18 when he purchased the rifle for Rittenhouse at a hardware store in Rusk County in May of that year. A 17-year-old Rittenhouse was too young to legally purchase the weapon. In August 2020, Rittenhouse used the rifle to kill 2 people, wound a third during a protest in Kenosha. In November, a jury found him not guilty based on his claims of self-defense. Black was the first prosecution witness at Rittenhouse's trial, but the status of his own charges were up in the air after Judge Bruce Schroeder, that asshole, agreed to throw out one of the charges against Rittenhouse, that he unlawfully possessed a firearm as a minor. The defense convinced Schroeder that an expectation in the law allows 17-year-olds to possess rifles and shotguns, or at least left the law too vague to be enforceable. On Friday, Assistant District Attorney Thomas Binger, that's a disgusting name, filed a proposal plea agreement to suggest Black would plead no contest to a pair of citations and pay $2,000 fine, and the felony counts be dismissed. A hearing is scheduled Monday morning. Schroeder could reject the deal or dismiss the original felony counts based on his ruling about the minor with the firearm law in the Rittenhouse case. So this basically is what we all expected it to be, right? A slap on the wrist. Okay, and I'll give you that the original law was too vague to prosecute about a minor owning a weapon in Wisconsin for Rittenhouse. But this is clearly defined, and they're giving him a plea there, knowing that people were killed using the weapon he purchased illegally for someone. And he's not going to see the inside of a jail cell. And we know what this judge is capable of doing. I made a whole video, 13 things you need to know about this judge, that he is well within his rights to completely discount all of these things and throw it all out. The part that's kind of sad, if you're a person in here looking for justice, is there are people sitting in jail right now for holding less than an ounce, less than a gram of weed. And they're begging, they're pleading for a court date. And this guy's been walking around freely after having 3 people shot by a weapon he bought. The accountability, responsibility, tactics only work on people the system wasn't designed. What the system was designed to protect. The system was never designed to hurt people like him. The system just wasn't built to hurt people like him. Like that's the part that people are complaining about. If it was equal, if it was equitable, if there was some form of standard, there'd be less people in the street protesting. But when we have people like this who literally can be traced back to the root cause analysis of gun violence in this country. Literally everything about gun violence in this country is exhibited by this one individual. And we talk about how we want to make our country safer. What do we do about psychopaths like this who give crazy people weapons and won't suffer any punishments for it? The question truly becomes, when are we going to be comfortable with acknowledging the grip that white supremacy has on gun culture, on our justice system, and the outcomes that belay us from our justice system? When are we going to become comfortable stating that white supremacy has a major factor in that? Because who's in charge? Is the justice system or, white supremacy? Is it fair to say they're one and the same? Who's in charge? That's literally all I want.
You feel in charge?
No. No, I don't, Bane. I do not. But hey, that was my idea on it. Dynamite! What y'all think about this? Do you think he deserves to take a risk? Is this me just being in my feelings? I deem a snowflake. Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe. My name is Heero. This is Identifier. I'll catch you guys later.
We can catch the five, but it's so hard to find through the daily grind. We're working overtime, and I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my line, and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end is sight. Slow it